Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. I love talking about silver. You know what else I love? Exposing the truth about silver. A lot of people don't want this information to get out. A lot of people want my YouTube channel to keep quiet and be swept under the rug, and rightfully so. Silver is a direct threat to the US dollar. When you are investing in things that are pegged to the dollar, in stocks, credit card debt, student loan debt, you are a slave to the system. They can control you. Once you transfer your money out of fiat currency into precious metals, you have taken the power away from them and put it into your own hands. Do you think they want that? No. No, especially since the dollar isn't backed by anything. It's backed by faith. So if people start to lose faith in the dollar, it literally isn't worth anything. It's only worth as much as people think it is. That's dangerous. That's dangerous to them. That's a threat to them. But it has to change. Now, when I'm talking about silver, when I'm talking about the lies, when I'm talking about all this stuff, I'm not putting on a tinfoil hat. They really don't want this stuff to get out. They want to portray precious metals as some rebellious, bearish asset that really has no purpose. They're not going to talk about how silver was the number one performing asset in 2020. No, they're not going to talk about that. They're not going to talk about how silver went from $11 in March to nearly $30 in August. They're going to talk about stocks. When silver's down, they're going to beat it to the ground. All the articles talking about precious metals when the markets are bad. But when the markets are good, do you hear anything about it? Did you hear any mainstream source talk about silver being announced as the number one performing asset 2020, beating stocks, beating everything? And that's talking about every asset, every investment. Silver was number one. Why did nobody hear about that? Because they didn't want you to. If it was Tesla or some other company, it would have been everywhere. People try to downplay silver, and even more so than gold. Banks like gold. They love gold. The only reason America is the richest country is because we own the most gold. Wait, Slayer, so you're saying we're determining a country's wealth based on how much gold they have? Yeah. Wait, so if we apply that from a country to country basis, let's apply that to a person basis. So Slayer, you're telling me that the guy that has $100,000 in his bank account isn't as wealthy as the guy that has a couple ounces of gold, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how they determine wealth, and that's how we should determine wealth. But they're not going to portray it like that to you. They do it themselves, but they don't want people to look at it the same way. I make videos for the people that wouldn't have a chance. And I say wouldn't have a chance because a lot of people don't have a chance. Imagine the people that have no idea about silver. Imagine the people that have no idea that America is $27 trillion in debt. Imagine the people that have no idea about the corrupt financial system or the intrinsic value of silver. Imagine those people. Imagine the people that have all this money in their bank account thinking that over time it's going to actually grow in value, and they have no idea about inflation. They have no idea about how the dollar is getting weaker and weaker and on its last leg. They have no idea about all this stuff. Imagine those people. I want to expand my channel to reach new platforms, new areas of people that would never usually or normally find this type of information. I'm trying to expand. I'm trying to innovate. Because I really don't want to see people go down that road. And they have no idea that they are. I remember a couple of years ago, when I was taking a class in college, it was public speaking. Now, luckily, I was very comfortable in that class because I speak publicly to hundreds or thousands of people every single day as my job. But we had to pick a topic, and I did precious metals, obviously. So I brought in some of my silver, and I did this presentation. It was like a 10-15 minute long presentation, and I broke down everything, like a whole roundabout, summarized about the economy, why precious metals are so valuable, passed around some of the silver. And I just remember looking at the faces of the people. It was like 20, maybe 30 people in there. And like they looked like they just heard something. I mean, they probably haven't. They just heard something that was mind-blowing. And it was crazy. It was amazing. And all the questions I had after, after the class was over was amazing. Now, whether or not they went and bought silver right away after they left that class isn't the point. The point is I planted the seed of truth into their mind, so now they at least have a choice. Because the people that weren't sitting in that classroom, the people that aren't listening to this video, they don't even have a choice. At least if you hear this stuff, then you can make a decision. A lot of people don't have a decision. They're set up to fail, and they want that to happen. Silver will always be swept under the rug, even compared to gold, because like I said, gold is a monetary metal. Gold is royal. It's the money of kings. But silver is used for a lot more than gold is. Silver makes the world go round. Gold really doesn't. Gold makes the world look good. Gold makes the world look expensive and royal and valuable, but it isn't really making too much. It's not making anything go round, if you know what I'm saying. Silver is needed in everything, especially as we advance technologically. Gold, there is some gold in laptops and cell phones, but not enough to make a difference to the rate that silver does. So why are gold and silver so close in price when they're used for two completely different things? Doesn't make sense to me. So I do think silver is going to take on a life of its own sooner than later. Now, it's crazy that during the middle of all this stimulus, all this money that we're throwing out, that they haven't mentioned anything about the aftermath, the consequences that are going to come. There's a price to pay. You can't throw all this money out that we don't have and expect not to have backlash, not to have a consequence. A $700 stimulus paycheck may sound great right now, but at what cost? Now, not saying that people don't need that money. There's a lot of people starving, a lot of people out of business, a lot of people that lost their job. So yes, I'm not saying I don't want stimulus because it is great. It really is. But I'm saying that we don't have that money to give out. I'm just being a realist. I'm a realist. I say that all the time on this channel. I don't care about feelings or emotions. I look at the reality of the situation and talk about the situation realistically. And that is realistic. We don't have that money to give out. Even though we need to give it out, we just don't have it. So there's going to be a consequence, regardless of what you think I should be talking about or saying with stimulus. I don't care. The point is we don't have that money to give out, and there's going to be a consequence from it, and it's probably not going to be good, especially since the US dollar is the world's reserve currency. So everyone across the world relies on the dollar's strength. But now everyone has seen that the US dollar is pretty broke, and now some countries are already opting out. Some people are saying China is going to surpass the USA in a couple of years. China is going to be the superior country. It's possible. Who knows? Joe Biden, excessive spending, right? There's going to be a lot of money thrown around that we don't have. And I'm curious to see what that's going to do, or what the solution is, or what the alternative is to this problem, because they're going to have to try to make this work somehow. It's not going to work. That's why I said alternative, not a solution. There is no solution. We're too deep in the hole, but we can't have an alternative. Just like precious metals. There is no solution to our problem. We're too deep in the hole. We're trying to replace debt with more debt. It's like trying to pay off a credit card with another credit card. It's going to catch up. But there is an alternative, and that is precious metals. So I hope this video planted the seed. I hope this video made sense in any way, shape, or form. If you're new into the world of precious metals, welcome. Silver stackers are some of the greatest people in the world. I swear the silver stacking community is incredible. We help each other out. We'll always get each other's backs. If you have any questions, post it in the comment section of my videos. Someone's going to answer it, probably multiple people. We always try to share our passion and our love because we are a pretty small community. Only 1% of the population invests in precious metals. And even a smaller number is physical precious metals. 99% of the world don't own a single ounce of silver. So we're the 1%ers, and it's going to pay off. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. More importantly, though, subscribe. I don't always make videos like this. I make a lot of educational videos, economic type videos, what's happening with the silver prices, what's influencing them, some charts, some forecasts. I break down articles from Kitco and Seeking Alpha and all these different sources, and I do it all. I try to give a wide range of content. I also do giveaways. I have a members only a members only chat you could join, or a little, a channel membership where we have our own private little community in there. It's really cool. It's only $5 a month. There's a lot of different ways to get engaged. You can comment, you can add me on Instagram. There's a lot of stuff. I'm trying to diversify. I'm trying to branch out. I have some cool new things coming in the future as well, so stay tuned. I'm trying to innovate the precious metals world like we never seen before. So anyways, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.